Hello students, I hope you all are fine. I am Jyoti and I am here to teach mathematics of class 3rd. So we were doing chapter number 1 warm up and we have completed question number 1 to 7. Okay. So today we will continue these questions. So let's start question number 8. A fruit seller bought 90 kg apples and sold only 52 kg of them. Okay. How much apples he could not sell? Okay. Let us read the question again. A fruit seller bought 90 kg apples. Okay. It means how much apples he has in starting? He has 90 kg apples, right? And he sold only 50 kg or 52 kg of them. Among 90 kg apples, he sold 52 kg. Okay. So how much apples he could not sell? Right? If I have 2 kg apples and I sold 1 kg apple, so how much apple I will have? I will have 2 minus 1 is equal to 1 kg apple, right? So similarly, we will solve this question also. So let's start question number 8. Let me write the question first. Question is, a fruit seller bought 90 kg apples and sold only 52 kg apples. Okay, 52 kg of them. So how much apples he could not sell? He could not sell. Okay, so let's start. How much apple he bought? How much total apple he has in starting? 90 kg apples. So let's start writing the statement. Okay, a fruit seller bought is equal to 90 kg, or a fruit seller bought apples is equal to 90 kg. Okay, he sold apples is equal to 52 kg. Okay, 52 kg, right? So how much apples he could not sell? So he could not sell is equal to, we need to subtract the numbers, right? So this is 0 and this is 2. 0 minus 2, not possible. It means we need to take one borrow from 9, so it will become 10. 10 minus 2 is equal to 8. So 9 already gave one borrow to him now. So it will become 8. 8 minus 5 is equal to 3. So answer is 38 kilogram. Okay. Answer is 38 kilogram. Now we will write the answer. Answer is fruit seller could not sell 38 kilogram apples. Okay, 38 kilogram apples. So in this way we will solve word problems, right? Okay, this is the solution of this question. Now let's start question number 9. There are 91 children in the hall. Okay, how many children are there in the hall? 91. 48 more children come in and then 75 of them leave. Okay, how many children are left in the hall? Okay, we need to tell how many children will left in the hall at last. Understood? See, in starting there are 91 children in the hall, hai na? In starting there are 91 children in the hall. After that 48 more children come in the hall. It means number of children increase, right? 90 1 children already present in the hall and 48 more come in the hall. Now number of students become more, right? So first of all we will add the numbers to find how many total children are there, है ना? Okay, let's start this question and first of all we will solve it up to here. Okay. So let us see. Question number 9. Okay. So there are 91 children in the hall. Okay, there are 91 children in the hall. 48 more children come in. 48 more children come in, and then 75 of them leave. 75 of them leave. Okay. How many children are left in the hall? How many children are left in the hall? So this is the question. There are 91 children in the hall. In starting, how many children are there? 91 children. So first of all we will write this line. Okay, let's start its solution. We will write here number of children in the hall, number of children in the hall is equal to 91. Okay. Now how many more children come in the hall? 48 more children come, right? So we will write here number of more children come is equal to 48, right? 48 more children come. Now total number of students in the hall, right? Total number of children in the hall. So we will write here total number of children in the hall is equal to, we will add the numbers, right? So let us add 1 plus 8. 1 plus 8 is equal to 9. 9 plus 4 is equal to 13. So it will become 13. So how many total children are there in the hall? 139, right? 139 children are there in the hall. Now you see 75 of them leave, है ना? 75 of them leave means among these 139 children, 75 of them leave, they gone. Okay, so we need to write this line here, na? So let us write number of children leave the hall. So how many children leave the hall? 75. Okay, so we write here 75. Now how many children are left in the hall? So we will write here number of children left in the hall. So let us write, so number of children left in the hall. See, total children were 139 and 75 children leave the hall. So how many children will left? We will subtract the numbers. So let's subtract 9 minus 5. 9 minus 5 is equal to 4. 13 minus 7 is equal to 6. So how many children left in the hall? 64. So this is the answer. To that we will write answer 64 children left in the hall. Okay, 64 children left in the hall. So now next question is multiply and write the answer. Okay, so let's start question number 10. Question number 10. In class 2nd, you all must learn the tables, right? Tables. You all have learned the tables now? Table of 2, table of 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 10, right? Up to 10, I think my maximum students know the tables, right? So, in this question, you just need to know the tables. If you know the tables, you will give the answers. Okay, so let's start. Question is multiply and write the answer. Write the answers. Okay, first one is 3 into 2. Let me write all the parts first. Second one is 4 into 3. Third one is 5 into 5. And fourth one is 6 into 10. So, you all learn the tables, so you can give the answers of these questions. First one is 3 into 2. 3 into 2 means 3 twos are, है ना? So, 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. So, answer is 6. Okay. Next one, 4 into 3. 4 threes are 12. Okay. So, answer is 12. Then 5 fives are 25. So, answer is 25. Next, 6 into 10. 6 tens are is equal to 60. So, answer is 60. Okay. Very simple, right? Because we know the tables. So, if you don't know the tables, then learn the tables up to 2 to 10. Okay. Next, question number 11. Count forward and find. Count forward and find. Okay, so here one line is given, my students, and here we need to count the numbers and then we need to write the answer. See what kind of numbers are there. Here is 59. Okay, so this is the line and the question is 93 minus 59. 93 minus 59 and then we need to give the answer. Okay, so first of all we should know in this line where is 93. Okay, where is 93? See, first number is 59, right? So in this line we will count the numbers like say 59, then it will be 60, then 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, then 66, 67, 68, 69. Similarly, this is the counting up to 99. Okay. So first of all, we need to see where is 93. Where is 93? You know that 93 must be after 89, है ना? After 89, because 93 is greater than 89. So let us see. This is 89. So this will be 90, 91, 92, 93. So where is 93? Here is 93. है ना? Here is 93. Now 59. Where is 59? Can you see 59? There is 59. Right? There is 59. So we have to tell that what will be the answer of 93 minus 59. So this is 59 and this is 93. So how many numbers are there between 59 and 93? Okay. So how will we see the answer? See, between 59 and 69, 10 numbers are there, including 69, है ना? 59 and 69, 10. Difference of 10 is there, so it is equal to 10. It is also equal to 10. 10 plus 10, 20. It is equal to 10. 20 plus 10, 30. Then 31, 32, 33, 34. Okay, so answer is 34. Understood? If you are facing little bit difficulty by solving this way, you will count like this. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. है ना? 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Then 31, 32, 33, 34. Answer is 34, right? So let us see the next one, next question. It is also like this. Here the first number is 42. Okay, this is the line and the question is 70 minus 42. 70 minus 42. First of all, we need to find where is 72. Right? Where is 72? Is there any 72 written? No, no 72 is there. So first of all, we will find where is 72. है ना? You know that 72 must be after 62. Right? After 62. So where is 62? There is 62. Now let's find where is 70. 62. Then it will be 63, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. We find 70. So this number is 70. This number is 70. Okay. So 70. We find 70 minus 42. Where is 42? There is 42. It means this is 42. Now we need to find what is the difference between these two numbers. So we will solve it like this, right? So between 42 and 52, differences of 10. 10, then again 10, 10, 10, 20, right? So now we will count these numbers 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Answer is 28. Okay? Or what can we do? We can count the numbers separately, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 and 28. Answer is 28. Okay? I hope you understand this question. So let us move towards the next question. Read the time in the clock and write in the box. we all have learned how to draw a clock, right? To draw a clock, first of all we need to draw a circle, right? First of all we will draw a circle. After that we will draw 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? This point is 12. This will be 6. This will be 3. And this will be 9. Okay? After that we will draw 2 points at every space. So there will be 1, 2. Right? Again 1, 2. Okay? Here also 1, 2. Then 1, 2. Right? Now write these numbers. This will be 1. This will be 2. This will be 4. This will be 5. And this is 7, 8, 10, 11. Right? My clock is ready. Is it ready? No. Something is missing now. So what is missing here? The hands of clock. Right? So let us draw the hands of clock. This will be the point from where the hands will go. So first of all, let us see what is the question. Read the time in the clock and write in the box. Okay? Let me write the question. Question is, read the time in the clock and write in the box. Okay? One more thing is missing here. What is missing here? We did not mention minutes, right? So between consecutive two numbers, how many minutes are there? 5 minutes are there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, okay? We will draw minutes like this. Let me draw it first. Now my clock is ready. Now we can read the time from this clock, right? So first part is the time is given, which is, can you tell me which hand is there? This is small hand. Small hand is called hour hand, right? And second hand is bigger hand, and this hand is called minute hand, right? So hour hand is at 2 and minute hand is at 12. So what will be the time, my students? Time is 2 o'clock, okay? So its answer is 2 o'clock, right? A part answer will be 2 o'clock. Let us see second one. In second one, time is this one. Now can you tell me what is the time? Now where is hour hand? See, whenever the minute hand is at 12, it means the time is complete 1 hour. 1 hour means complete hour. Okay? So after that, you just need to see where is hour hand. Okay? Wherever the hour hand will be, we will write the answer according to that. So here the hour hand is at 11. So the time is 11 o'clock. Okay? The time is 11 o'clock. Next one. In next question, the hour hand is at this place. So now, can you tell me the answer? Exactly, answer will be 8 o'clock. Okay? 8 o'clock. Okay? So this is the answers of question number 12, all parts. So now we will move towards question number 13. Question number 13. So let's start this question. Question number 13 is, fix the missing hands according to the given time. Okay? Fix the missing hands according to the given time. according to the given time. So let us see what is missing, what we need to find. So let's start. In first part, one hand is given. Okay. In first part, one hand is already given. And second hand, where it will be. So for that, we need to see what is the time, right? So the time is, in first part, time is 6 o'clock. Time is 6 o'clock. So I told you 6 o'clock means complete hour, right? Complete hour. And I told you whenever there is complete hour, the minute hand must be at 12, right? Minute hand must be at 12. Because one hand is already given, no? One hand is at 6. So second hand will be at 12. So this is the answer, right? Second hand will be at 12. So let's start second part. In second part, this one is given. The hand is given like that. And time is, second part, time is 3 o'clock. Okay? In this question, we need to draw the clock like that. Okay? And in second part, this is given. Okay? And we need to tell where will be the second hand. Okay? One hand is at 12. So second hand will be at, what is the time? 3 o'clock. So second hand will be at 3. Okay? So second hand will be at 3. This will be the answer of second part. Right? So let us see, it's a C part. Next part, no hand is given. Okay? No hand is given. Figure is like that. In third part, figure is like that and time is given. The time is 5 o'clock. The time is 5 o'clock. Now no hand is given. It means we will draw both hands. You know? We will draw both hands. So clock is given, time is given. Let's draw. Let's draw the hands. So this is complete hour. It means one hand will be at 12. One hand will be at 12. And the time is 5 o'clock, right? 5 o'clock. So the second hand will be at 5. Right? This is the time. Easy? Okay? So there we have completed question number 13. Now we will go towards question number 14. So let's start. Question number 14 is, Ronit got rupees 85 from his father and rupees 39 from his mother. How much money did he get all together? Okay, all together. So first of all, let us write the question. Ronit gets rupees 85 from his father and rupees 39 from his mother. How much money did he get all together? How much money did he get all together? Okay, this is the question. So Ronit's father gave him 85 rupees and his mother gave him 39 rupees. Okay, let us suppose your father gave you 10 rupees and your mother gave you 20 rupees. Okay, so how much money will you have all together? You will say, I have 30 rupees, right? So how you know the answer? You just add the numbers. You add the numbers like 10 rupees my father gave and 20 rupees my mother gave. So total I have 10 plus 20, 30 rupees, right? Similarly, 85 rupees Ronit got from his father and 39 rupees Ronit got from his mother. So how much money will he have altogether? We need to add the numbers. So let's start. Ronit got from his father is equal to rupees 85. Okay. Next, Ronit got from his mother is equal to rupees 39. Okay. So total money Ronit got. So total money Ronit got is equal to, let us add the numbers. 5 plus 9. 5 plus 9 is equal to 16. So 6, 1 will go for the carry. 8 plus 1, 9. 9 plus 3, 12. Okay. So the answer is rupees 126. So how much money Ronit got altogether? He got 126 rupees in all. So we will write the answer. Ronit got rupees 126 in all. Okay. So this is the solution of question number 14. Now we will solve question number 15. Okay. So this question is, a man had 85 liter milk. He sold out 39 liter milk. Okay. A man had 85 liter milk, and from that milk he sold 39 liter milk. So how much milk he still has to sell? Okay. So let's start. Question number 15. A man had 85 liter milk. Okay. He sold out 39 liter milk. Okay. So how much milk he still has to sell? He still has to sell. So in starting he had 85 liter milk. Okay. How much milk he had? 85 liter milk. And how much milk he sold? 39 liter. Suppose that man had 10 liter milk, okay, and he sold 4 liter milk. So how much milk will left with him? 10 minus 4, that is 6 liter milk will left with that man. So let's start solving. We will solve this also by using subtraction. So first of all, we will write here amount of milk man had is equal to 85 liters. Okay. Then he sold milk is equal to 39 liters. Right. So milk still left with him. Right, or the man still has to sell. Okay, the man still has to sell milk is equal to, we will subtract the numbers. Right, 5 minus 9 not possible. We will take one borrow. So 15 minus 9 is equal to 6. 15 minus 9 is equal to 6. Then it will become 7. So 7 minus 3 is equal to 4. So the answer is 46 liter. Okay, answer is 46 liter. Now we will write the answer. Okay, we will write the answer. Answer will be 46 liter milk the man is left with the man. Okay, this is the answer. Next question, fill in the blanks are there. In next question, fill in the blanks are there. First one is fill in the blanks. Let us see. First one is June has dash days. June has dash days. So how many days June has? June has 30 days, right? So second one, from that second part is, this is A and this is B. Second one is Republic Day comes in the month of. Republic Day comes in the month of. So in which month Republic Day comes? Republic Day comes in the month of January. Okay. So the next question is December has dash days. So how many days December has? December has 31 days. Okay. So next question number D. Next question is dash months make a year. Dash months make a year. So how many months are there in a year? Right, 12 months are there in a year. Okay. Next question number E. Dash is between January and March. Dash is between January and March. So which month is there between January and March? January, February, right? After January which month comes? February. So its answer is February. Okay. Next question number F is dash comes after October. Which month comes after October? Which month comes after October? Right, November. So its answer is November. Okay. Next one, G. G part is today is Monday. Yesterday was. Today is Monday. So yesterday was. Which day comes before Monday? Sunday, right? So its answer is Sunday. Okay. Next one, dash comes after Wednesday. Comes after Wednesday. So which day comes after Wednesday? Thursday, right? So Thursday. Its answer is Thursday. Now we reach at our last question, that is select the suitable answer from the given alternatives. These are multiple choice questions and 3 parts are there. So let us see these questions. Question number 17. Select the suitable alternative or suitable answer from the given alternatives. First part is, during which season do we wear woolen clothes? During which season do we wear woolen clothes? Okay. Options are summer, winter or rainy. Summer, winter and rainy. So during which season do we wear woolen clothes? In summer do we wear woolen clothes? No. In rainy season? No. So answer is winter. Okay. Its answer will be winter. Okay. Next part, during which season do we drink Campa Cola? Okay. During which season do we drink Campa Cola? Okay. Campa Cola or any cold drink, right? So options are summer, winter, rainy. Same options are there. Summer, winter, rainy. Generally during all seasons nowadays people are drinking Campa Cola and cold drink like that, right? But generally during which season do we drink Campa Cola? Summer season, right? So its answer will be summer. Okay. Now the last one is, what do we use during rainy season? What do we use during rainy season? What do we use during rainy season? So options are, first one is room heater, umbrellas or sunglasses. Room heater, second umbrellas, third option is sunglasses. So room heaters we use in winter, right? Sunglasses we use while going in sunlight. So the next option is umbrellas. This is the last option. So we use umbrella during rainy season, right? So the answer is umbrellas. Umbrellas. So here our exercise number 1 is completed. Warm-up exercise is completed. After that we will start our chapter number 2, which is number and number names. Okay. So till then, take care and revise all these questions. Write all these questions in your notebook. Okay.